Hey, this is Ospreyeye from mychartcoach.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at some of the stocks that are in the marijuana sector. Okay, these are over-the-counter stocks. They trade on the OTC, and yeah, we follow these and cover these stocks as well, doing charts and technical analysis all through the day in our chat, and we post it on our website. So yeah, check this out, HEMP. All right, looking very good here. Check out this very strong uptrend. All right, notice here it is filling the jar back to these October levels. Notice there's a nice uptrend going. So the candles are riding EMA's 4 and 8 support higher. That there was a close above the 300-day simple moving average. That level has turned into support. Now what we want to see is a break above this November or October 24th close. That is the next key level to break. If it can break above that, the high of day on that day will be the next target. As long as the candles are riding EMA's 4 and 8 support higher, the signal is to continue riding. Notice there's very good volume down here. The volume is increasing as the share price is rising. This has been a current trend with these plays. It seems like more players are entering as the share price is rising. Notice the very tight Bollinger Bands before the run started. There was the MACD bullish crossovers. Those both were signaling the start of the run. So yeah, this is a good run. That there are several stocks in the sector with this similar pattern. Now check out CNAB. Okay, it's very bullish here on Fasto and RSI. They're both in the bull zone, 50 to 70 on RSI and 50 to 80 for Fasto. So there is juice to run on both indicators. Here on ADX, there was a bullish crossover, and the nice development here is the close above the middle Bollinger Band after bouncing off the 50-day simple moving average, and then notice there was this trend. There was a sideways channel that had formed, and there was a close above horizontal resistance. Notice how many times this level failed to break until Friday. So we're thinking this is signaling more upside potential. The next target is going to be this upper Bollinger Band, and the closing price here on the looks like the 28th of December. And so if it can get above that price, it could break out higher. We're thinking that this uptrend should continue, and there was really big volume back here earlier in the year. I look for volume to pick up down here. Keep an eye on MACD. They're pinched on both time frames. Look how it started the bullish crossover here on the 8.13.5, and look for a crossover on the 12.26.9 to signal the chart is heating up. Okay, the next play to look at is CNBX. Okay, CNBX is another marijuana sector play. We have Fasto up, or RSI up here in the 50 to 70 bull zone, so that's good. Fasto's up here in the 50, pushing 80 here, so it's hitting these overbought levels. But what's interesting on this chart, there's this bullish crossover here on ADX. You have the plus DI above minus DI in ADX, so that's showing the bulls are currently in control. This is another one of those sideways channel patterns. Okay, so there's this long sideways channel, and then within the sideways channel, there's this ascending triangle pattern. So notice the series of higher lows, the higher low, and then now the candles have worked their way into what we call a flex point. The candles are in between ascending support and horizontal resistance. What we're looking for now is a break above this red line. If it breaks above this red line, which is the high close back here on December 6th and December 7th, that's going to signal a breakout higher, and then that should put these resistance levels from back on November on deck, and we could see a run back up here to this 120. If it gets up here above the high close on the the 8th of November, the 145, it could really get moving. So once again, there was huge volume back here, and then back here in October, November, and the share price pretty much just consolidated after that. So we'll be looking for a break above 145 to signal more upside potential. This is another one of those plays where you have the MACD's pinched down here. So you got MACD pinched, and it's pinched here, and then it started the crossover, and so the crossover is signaling that there's a possible new uptrend starting. Also, there's a bullish crossover on parabolic SAR had a bullish flip. So check out the dots are below the candles. So that's another signal that the chart is heating up. So keep an eye on CNBX. Okay, another one to look at is OWCP. Okay, this stock here, it bounced off of 50 after a pullback above 80. So now Fasto is reset, and it's starting this a bullish crossover here. And so you want to see this black line cross above the red line. Notice how RSI has been very strong. This has been a very strong stock. Okay, there was this bearish crossover here on ADX. Bulls want to see this green line cross it back above the black line. Notice the strong uptrend. Check out the tight Bollinger Bands back here. This is what you want to look for before a run. So you see how tight the Bollinger Bands were. At this break above the upper Bollinger Band, that was a signal this was the start of the run, and the candles just have not stopped. They just kept going, going, going. There was a pullback up here. Notice this candle formed completely above the upper Bollinger Band. That signaled that the chart was getting frothy. And so now the candles have worked back into the bands. And notice the EMA 4 and EMA 8 have been tested, and EMA 8 is currently holding. That is the key level right there. If that breaks, there could be a drop down to EMA 13 and possibly down to the middle Bollinger Band. That would be a full correction in the uptrend. For uptrending stocks, the upper Bollinger Band is the top of the channel, and the middle Bollinger Band is the bottom. If the middle Bollinger Band breaks, OWCP will be a risk to hold. There could be a drop down to the 50-day simple moving average. Okay, notice the big volume behind this move. There's big volume, so we're thinking that could push the share price higher. You know, this looks like a climax spike. When you see a long upper wick form on the top of the candle, accompanied to with a big volume spike after a multi-day run, that's your signal to lock in gains. If you didn't lock in gains on this day, this was your signal right here. This is just for a trade, you know, for people that are trying to day trade. If you're trying to swing trade, our theory is as long as candles are writing EMAs 4 and 8 support higher above the middle Bollinger Band, the signal is to continue riding. So this is a really strong uptrend. We'll see if it can continue. You know, there's big volume. Keep an eye on the 813.5 MACD. You don't want to see a bearish crossover there. That would be a signal that the chart was breaking down. There was a PSAR bear flip. Notice how the candles were below, the dots were below the candles on the way up, and then they flipped above here when the share price hit the PSAR level, and so that was a red flag. Okay, so basically the chart is still strong. It's just consolidating. Now, if there's a break above 70, 70 is the high close on the 17th. That will signal a breakout higher. We're thinking if it gets above 70, that this should run to dollar land. So yeah, this is a good uptrend. It should continue. Now look here at when a stock is breaking out and you're not sure where the resistance level is, what we do is we go to the monthly chart or a weekly chart. In this case, I use the monthly chart because the weekly chart was too difficult to read. I wanted to smooth out the data because you can see here this went all the way back to 2009. And so what's going on now is 2011 resistance levels are being hit. And so this is now the key level to break. If there's a break above this level, then you're looking at 2010 dollar level. The dollar level is always a big level to break. If it can get above $1, it could run all the way to 3. So right now the potential upside here is to be able to break this 2011 and then the 2010 resistance levels. Notice here there was a double bottom. There was the bottom down here in 2014 and then a bottom again in 2016 that created a double bottom. And now what's really bullish on this chart is this breakout. See how there was this big resistance here and this like 32, 33 level. And so this level was really, really tough to break, and it's breaking this month. Now this is a monthly chart, so this candle will not set until the end of the month. So it does look like, unless there is a huge pullback, that it is going to close above this line, but you never know what could happen. There could be a long upper wick and it could end up closing below this red line. This red line is the key level to close above. If it does, that should signal more upside potential and a potential move up to $1 land. Notice the huge volume. Check out the 350 million shares. There's big volume behind this move. Look at the volume prior to this. Not very much volume. So yeah, so there's big volume behind the move. So keep an eye on OWCP. Another one to look at is CANN. Okay, this is a bounce play. Oversold on Fasto. Notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red candles in a row, and then this black candle formed. When a black candle forms and it's inside a red candle, that's a bullish homing pigeon reversal pattern. Okay, it's forming down here off of lower Bollinger Band and 100-day simple moving average support. Keep an eye on it for a possible bullish reversal confirmation this week. All right, so you know, not a pretty chart, but it could follow through and confirm the bullish reversal pattern. Another one to keep an eye on here is PO POTN. Okay, this stock has been really had a really nice move last week. Look at the huge move, then it pulled back, and then it had another big move on Friday. It closed above resistance. This closing price last what was that, last Tuesday was the key level to break, and it closed above it. So this could push higher. So keep an eye on POTN. All right, that's another one to watch. And is that it for this one? I guess the last one here is OXIS. Okay, this one's on here on the radar because look at those big red candles. There's multiple red candles in a row. 5 red candles. We're going to have this on a bounce radar. Look at the big volume down here. Not sure why this is dropping, not sure what's going on. It's a really ugly chart, but just keep an eye on it for potential bounce play. This was 26 cents just a couple days ago. Now it's all the way down to 8. The odds are that there's a bounce play coming. Okay, if you like the marijuana sector and you like to check out technical analysis, please check us out at mychartcoach.com and our YouTube channel at mychartcoach.com. Thanks for viewing this chart and these charts in this video. Really appreciate it. Thank you.